bitch, you lost all the flagging. Stay on a jet, but ain't lagging.
Girl, really?
Oh my God. The streets are saying that Ice Spice has lost 25 million monthly listeners in a year. Shit look different without Nicki Minaj. My bad. Look, it said Ice Spice was at 40 million monthly listeners last year. Okay? And if she was on 40 on Spotify, she was probably at 50, 60 on Apple Music too. And you got to add in all the other streaming platforms, all right? So she was doing good. She was probably way over 100 million monthly streams everywhere, right? Now, just a year later, 15.8 million, okay? So the question is, has Ice Spice fallen off in a year? Yes and no. Now, before we get into Nicki and before we get into Taylor Swift, we got to be real. The bops are not bopping like they used to. When the last time Ice Spice had a song like this?
You thought I was feeling you? No. That nigga a munch, nigga.
That nigga a munch. I was munching all over the screen, but she ain't had no song like that in a while. When the last time she had a song like this?
Like damn, she in her mood. Like damn, she in her mood. Like damn, she in her mood.
Hey, by the way, all of her songs are mostly produced by Riot. That's her little light-skinned boyfriend, and he killing it for her. But I will say some of them old beats by Riot was better than some of these new ones, okay? I just gotta keep it real. And she was sticking to her roots, keeping in New York.
She a baddie, she showing her panties. She shake it like jelly.
Okay, now look. At this point in time, Ice Spice is giving you bop after bop after bop. It's catchy, it's pretty, she thick, she look good. And on top of all of that, we had got this iconic visual.
Give a damn and I'm still getting money, I know who I am. Tryna be low, he gon' hit on my gram.
Okay, we got Nicki back in the booty shorts. We hadn't seen Nicki get freaky like this in a while, okay? But this was a part of that big boost. She had the biggest female rapper in the game. And I wouldn't say she had Nicki in her pocket, but the association was helping Lil Annie Rocket, okay? Annie was out here doing her thing, right? And I know you'll say, well, today, Nicki and Ice, they fell out. So a big part of her losing all of these monthly listeners is the Barbs. They ain't paying attention because of her beef with Nicki. But I got another point I want to point out. Barbs, tell the truth. Even if her and Nicki were still cool, y'all might go over there and support for a little bit. But she don't make the music to keep y'all around. Her music doesn't have as much substance as Nicki Minaj. I don't think the Barbs were going to keep just blowing up her music regardless of whether or not she was associated to Nicki or not. She had to come with some harder shit. She had to come with some stuff with more substance. Maybe she could have got more Barbs on her side if she tried to be a little bit more lyrical. And is she capable of that? Can she do that? And that's the same thing I would say about her Taylor Swift association. Her and Taylor, cute. You know, looking like a big glass of almond milk versus some low-fat milk, okay? But still, was the Caucasians going to keep listening to Ice Spice? Is Ice Spice giving Taylor Swift fans music that they can enjoy? Because you get to a point, all right, we get it. You cute, the music is cute. But once you stop giving the same type of bops you was giving in the beginning and you can't give that vibe again because people are kind of used to the production of your producer / boyfriend, then you have to start coming with some substance. I don't think she could keep the Swifties listening to her. And see, this was how she got up to 40 million, and this is how she started falling, right? So what does Ice Spice do now in 2024? They say she's still in Nicki flow.
Hit the bench up and tagged in. Bitch, you lost, throw the flag in. Stay on a jet, but ain't lagging.
Okay? They saying she done stole Nicki's whole flow. They say they beef with Nicki, then they start stealing. You look at the comment right here. They said, yes, we love the Nicki inspiration. I thought it was Nicki for a second. Like even the voice. And it was giving that. Even the beat got that kind of fast Nicki tempo.
Got these bitches copying my posts.
I can't show that on YouTube. I know I can't show that ass on YouTube.
Got these bitches biting on my flows.
So right now, she know the streams are going down. And so she doing her best. She trying to stay sexy. She trying to keep it cute. By the way, she is still liking every post by Nicki Minaj. Even though people said the other day that Nicki was throwing shade at Ice Spice.
It always reminds me of a dear friend of mine, well, she's not here anymore, but the Princess of Wales.
All right, so people tried to say she was acting like she was talking about the real Princess Diana, rest in peace, but she was really talking about rest in peace to Ice Spice. That's what the people saying. I think Ice Spice is pretty enough to stay in the game, but I think it's a few different things she needs to do. She need to add a little more substance to the music. She might need to go in the kitchen and change up some of that production. Because Riot is a good producer, but I'm wondering, is she allowed to rap on different beats? Obviously, she was on the Pink Panthers song with the girl, The Boy's a Liar Part 2. She was just on that Fisher song that I like a lot. That Fisher remix is fire. And I'll give it to Ice Spice. Her features are really good. Because that's why the Pink Panthers song really blew up like that. Because Ice Spice does a good job of getting on a feature and doing just enough. She ain't trying to do too much. She just like, I'm gonna go with the bop and it works. But I think the people are starting to get bored and they want something new from Ice. So she got to ask herself, do I want to be one of these top female rappers? Do I want to be included in the Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and Nicki Minaj conversation? Because she might need to go get a ghostwriter. She might need to go call Party Fontaine, okay? And wonder, okay, look, can you fit me in with Cardi B? I know you working with Cardi. Can you fit me in and give me some bars? Do you want to be up there with them? Or do you want to be like a Sweetie who can make a good single every once in a while? You can get you your Rolling Loud appearance, and that's pretty much it. And I feel like the fashion houses, they like Ice Spice a lot. She's been doing a lot of modeling. But when I see girls starting to do too much modeling, I'm like, okay, what about the music, right? So y'all let me know. Is it over for Ice Spice? Like the video, subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Hey, nigga, donate. Hit the super chat. Scan the PayPal. Hit the Cash App. Thank you. Have a blessed day.